Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cosmic Closet Podcast. I am your host, Blaine, and joining me, as always, is Jacob.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cosmic Closet Podcast.
We're back. Another week, another conspiracy. We have some updated conspiracy, the
Yeah.
UFO hysteria.
No guest this week.
You stuck
Is
with
that
us?
correct?
Yeah, no guest. But I think we are working to get a Bigfoot expert on. We have some real evidence that we need to discuss concerning unidentified flying objects, yes?
We do. There are increasing reports of UFOs in protected aerospace.
Yeah, and it's been happening for years apparently. Apparently the Navy and the Coast Guard have been reporting this and it just doesn't go anywhere.
Since like late 2017.
Yeah, that's when it really started getting picked up and they started filming it, but even before that, I mean, there's been claims by the military for years. They started this way back when. And now it's gotten serious because senators are getting briefed in the Capitol in classified meetings.
That's kind of worrisome.
It's never a good sign.
I I don't know. I don't know if it's aliens. I wonder if it's just a new technology that the another power has made, because the public was saying the same stuff about, SR-71s and the B-2 bomber that the US made. They look bizarre. The SR-71 was I think it was the first to go like Mach 4 or something.
Is that the one that
Four
can
times
like
the speed
almost
of
touch
light.
space?
Or four times the speed of sound, my bad. Should be on Mars by now.
Yeah,
No, but touch space, yeah, I think so. I think it did something like
it
that.
like goes to the edge of the atmosphere or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, back then that'd be freaking alien looking, sounding, and we might just be on the cusp of something very similar. But at this time, it is not our own.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't think it's in other countries though. Based off this video evidence, it changes its horizontal and its vertical position in a way that is almost. It looks like it's CGI. Like it's not how a plane or even a helicopter functions. It goes too fast, and that's what these people have been saying.
I don't know. We're working on the same deal, like uh, the new F series jets. Their thrusters can like go vertical, and I mean we've been researching the same stuff. I guess someone beat us to it.
Well, apparently this is just the tip of the iceberg because there's a current intelligence official that's saying that more requests for briefings are coming in. So more congressmen want to know about it, more people want to know about it. And I just actually turned on the TV yesterday and CNN was the headline on the little blurb at the bottom was senators receiving information on UFOs. Now, if you go back 10 years, you would have never seen anything about UFOs on CNN or any major media
Yeah,
network. It's kind of
yeah.
crazy.
Let alone like senators having to be involved.
Yeah, like imagine the scale of problem when it actually has to come to the Capitol. Like that means that something needs to be done.
Yeah, it's no longer, a public issue like people freaking out. Wasn't there? I think on Twitter it was making the rounds. There was a video of a senator who was asked about this and his input, and he's like, "I can't comment on that, but there have been talks. It's highly classified. Goodbye."
Oh yeah, I have that actually pulled up. I was gonna play it.
Mm.
I'll send it to you and then I'll play it on the podcast. All right, here it is. Everyone at home, listen in. This is Senator Mark Warner immediately after a UFO briefing on June 21, 2019. You make the judgment as to how serious he is.
Be about the briefing that you received on UFOs. Is that a concern that for pilots? Is there anything you can mention to us about that?
Well, I think some of the press reports are accurate. I think people are taking this issue much more seriously, and I'm not going to get into any of the contents of the briefing. It was a classified briefing, but what I think one of the key takeaways I'd have is that the military and others are taking this issue seriously, which I think in previous generations may not have been the case.
He's saying in previous generations hasn't been the case. I think and he's not the only one. I mean, this has been happening for years. Senator Harry Reid, in the suggested video here, it's saying that even he came out and said UFOs are no joke now. It's kind of mind-boggling.
Top secret group for the U.S. has completed Bob Lazar's UFOs engine and figured out how it works. And maybe they're testing it, and it's so secret that not even the military is in on it.
That'd be crazy. Because they sat down with President Trump actually after this came out, and he said that he doesn't believe in it, but he's open to anything. He said anything's possible. But
he doesn't believe in it.
He's saying he doesn't believe in it.
Running it.
But he said anything is possible, and then they said, do you believe... I don't want to misquote him, but they asked about if there were any ships or any research going on aliens, and he said he wasn't aware of any right now. For the gist.
Lies.
I don't know. They've asked every president. They asked Barack Obama when he was on a TV show he came on. They asked him about aliens, and then they asked Bill Clinton, Bush.
Those are just dumb questions, dude. You can't ask a former president that and expect a real answer.
Oh, yeah, no, I know, but they have to know. That would be the first thing I would ask about once I got to the White House.
Maybe as like an inside ear, but they're not going to tell the press about aliens, dude.
But it's
they're lying.
It's well, they have to lie. You imagine if they said, "Oh yeah, that was actually an alien." Let's say a CNN alert comes up, aliens confirmed real. Multiple officials say, what would be your initial reaction?
End of times are coming. if they haven't come to communicate at all, then we're not worthy of their time. Yeah, end of times are coming.
I was just watching a TV show the other day, and they said that there's a big belief now that the aliens are more or less observing us, but actually are helping us also. That if they wanted to wipe us out, they easily could. But what the hell would they be helping us with?
They could probably be observing us like ants.
Yeah. I believe that, but helping us?
Yeah, I don't know about that either. What was the proof? Did they just think they're helping?
He thinks that they just kind of step in when needed. This is just a guy that was in the audience, but he said that he believed this.
What's his backup?
I don't know.
Us in ways.
But it's
what
theory.
Way in this current world are they freaking helping us? Our Earth is dying.
Maybe that's the answer. Maybe they're gonna drop off some new tech.
They better fucking hurry. We're in a dark age, Blaine.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to...
Sorry.
Oh, here's the other scary part. This is the scariest part to me. So, there was a colonel or a lieutenant. He saw a similar object, but it was in the water. It was coming up from underwater. He just saw like the ocean surface being disturbed, and he saw what looked like these UFOs that are in the sky rising from the ocean.
Oh my god.
And I just saw the end of this Politico article, and it said the Department of Defense has been asked to gather data analysis by satellites and other means of unidentified craft that intrude military airspace and operating under the sea.
Do you know what the Mon Calamari are?
No.
They're the
Calamari,
same
isn't
race.
that like a Crab?
Calamari. I think it's a type of fish.
Squid.
Is it? Yeah. Anyway, it's the same race as Admiral Akbar from Star Wars.
Whoa.
Do you want to know why they're such prominent pilots for the Rebel Navy?
No, why?
Because their time spent underwater allowed them to view the world in a three-dimensional way, or in a omnidirectional way.
Yeah, there's everything
Like
around them.
humans. Yeah, so all their Capitol buildings and stuff, they just retrofitted into ships, and that's why they're just suddenly admirals now.
What?
Because they view the battlefield differently. And perhaps the aliens all along came from our own ocean.
It would be possible because it's true. I mean, we don't know what's in our ocean fully, and what's the difference between space and ocean to them? Could be similar.
Only difference would be like, tides.
Yeah.
And if they master the tides and stuff, there's nothing to really
Screwed.
master in space. They have no resistance whatsoever.
What if they're waiting to step in right when we're about to get to Mars? They attack. They don't want us to leave. They want us to stay here.
Oh my god, this is like the Reapers from Mass Effect. If we get too smart and too spacefaring, we get exterminated and a new cycle begins.
That's what I'm thinking, dude. What if that is how it is? Like, what if they only come down to check on to make sure that we're still dumb? They're like, oh, there's an anti-vax movement? Oh yeah, they're not going anywhere for years.
Maybe that's how the guy was trying to say they're helping us, is they keep sprinkling in stupidity all across the world. Just to keep us,
Flat Earth theory.
sedated. Yeah.
It's possible.
That especially, like, and flat earthers won't even believe that it's round, even if they go into space. Like, nothing, they are static,
Nothing will change their
unwavering
mind.
morons. And that's perfect for them.
The guy also said that this is the one that thinks that they're coming to help us. He said that they're already here and they are people around us. They disguise themselves.
Who said this? Some guy in the audience?
You know the show The Patriot Act with Hassan Minaj?
No.
It's a Netflix special. Oh, it's a Netflix series. And he was just doing a kind of audience Q&A. And yeah, he was asking about UFOs, and this guy thought they were coming to help us.
Everything besides that sounds super sinister. Why are they disguised as us? But I guess that would make sense if
He had the same exact reaction on the show. He was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah. What if the anti-vaxxer we had on was one of these lizard people? Not a lizard, but you know what I'm saying. They
An alien?
disguise themselves. Yeah.
We should have her on
And the flat
interrogate her.
earther. Both of them were like intelligent people. So like, you know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah,
smart enough.
they're not. They could hold a conversation and they could defend their points, but they just wouldn't budge. So it's like they were like pre-programmed.
Yeah, they had a script from their
From the
hive.
mothership.
Yeah.
We should have her back on. Interrogate.
What
her.
if the cosmic closet was actually a code name for like a backdoor entrance to the aliens? I don't know.
Every guest that we've had on is actually the aliens among us. Rick Tomlinson.
Yeah, that would make sense.
He-
World around you
Yep.
just chops up animals.
Who else?
Would you blather?
Would you blather? They're both aliens.
So that I'm cool with.
Yeah, but I think that in the next few years, there will be a big revelation as to what these are. Even if it's a military project and we made them, it's got to get exposed at some point. There's too many cameras nowadays. There's too many
Yeah.
leaks. It's just impossible to hide at this point. It's not like the 50s with Bob Lazar where you could just disappear and no one would believe you.
I wonder if these are all cover-ups. Like imagine somebody like a civilian saw this stuff and the Navy was aware of it. What if the Navy's just playing dumb?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want the public to know that we know what we're making because that's just a new weapon for the rest of the world to catch wind about.
Oh, yeah.
If it's aliens, then oh no, it's not the Americans. You know?
I see what you're saying. They don't want us to think that they're making it, yeah. So they'll
Yeah.
pin it on aliens. But the thing is that it's Navy and Coast Guard guys blowing it up. They're the ones complaining.
Maybe some fishermen saw this stuff too.
Oh, I'm sure, but no
That's
one
why they need to cover it up.
by saying that their own guys found it too.
Yeah,
I
and
think
it's not like in the Cold War where you could just blame the Russians anymore. Those are fighting words now.
I didn't know I had an alien as a co-host. It seems you're one of them.
What?
Just accept that it's a UFO, man.
I don't. You know, sometimes I don't think that we're aliens. Sometimes I think we're just on this rock to die.
That's exactly what they would program you to say. You think that our goal is to just stay in one place? We can't expand?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure that's fine, but space is so big. I think I said this on a different podcast. Like, space is so big that you can make the argument that, like, how could aliens not visit us? What if it's so big that there's no way they could visit us?
Oh, I believe that, and I think that's true for probably 99.9% of the other aliens out there, is that they can't get to us. I mean, what is what is that one thing where they die off by the time we could even reach them?
The Fermi paradox.
Yeah, Fermi paradox.
Yeah, I just don't think it's happening, especially like right now, perhaps. Like, I don't know. I think it would be less secret if they were to come. Like, if we were to go to another planet that had life on it, why would we come with cloaking tech? Who's to say we had developed cloaking tech before we developed like lights, like wormhole travel?
True.
I don't know. It's just too perfect, too sci-fi, too imaginative. You know,
It's
I
very...
think it's not grounded in a certain reality.
Well, and the whole the way the UFO looks very kind of, you know, basic to what they've been telling us it would look like. It looks like a standard UFO you'd see on like a cartoon. But
Yeah, I call horse shit.
no, but here's the thing. Here's something that I believe in. All of these movies and all of these shows and pictures that come out of said UFOs and stuff, I think it's slowly being released so that when we come face to face with the big real thing and it looks like that, we won't be as scared or shocked. I think they're slowly inundating us to it.
See, it's just making me cynical. It's too close to what we imagine it to be.
It's just, I think,
That makes sense though. Like, it's social engineering.
yeah. Well, it's the scariest thing is that it's all classified. President Trump has been briefed on it. And I don't know, I think we're going to see something happen. I mean, what if there's a crash? What if a Navy pilot hits one? You think they would cover it up?
Oh, easily. I bet that's already happened.
Oh my god, that'd be scary.
Uh, do you think they'd be like Independence Day aliens? Um,
I think so, man. Like that the Bob Lazar podcast, he said that when he went inside the ship, the seats were smaller than us.
oh yeah, that's spooky. I don't know though. Like, I would hope in my perfect alien reality would be Arrival, where they just come and try to communicate with us, try to teach us their language. Spoilers, by the way, and that's it. And they try to help us. None of this like pussyfooting around. Uh, you know, we're among you. I don't get it, dude.
I mean, that would probably be our best outcome. If they got here before we left for another planet, then they're light years ahead of what we have, technology wise. And if they have what Bob Lazar is saying they have, their own gravity devices, that's a force field, and we're not sticking around too much longer after they have that. I
Do you think they would whack Elon Musk?
No, dude, he's one of them. He's one of them.
But he's trying to get us out there.
He's really just trying to build cars.
What if all of his promises of 10 years to Mars are just empty? And he's just gonna say that every year.
Oh no.
So like that would make him one of them, and he's just holding us back.
Or what if he's perfecting this space flight so that he can just use it to get off, go back to the ship?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what Jeff Bezos is wanting to do.
He wants to leave Earth.
He wants all the rich to leave Earth. Or no, he wants all the poor to leave Earth.
That's
just...
he wants all the poor to leave.
Yeah, remember at the New Worlds conference, it was Ground Zero.
Yeah, but they want to keep those people here.
No, he would keep all the rich people on Earth. The Earth is like everything you need. He'd send the poor people to space, just to rot.
That's scary.
Yeah, and then after all the undesirables are gone, there'd just be a handful of humanity on Earth. Just clean the place up. Let the Earth clean it up for them.
It's like Wall-E.
Yeah, but like reverse.
Yeah. We don't leave. We just ship people off.
Yeah.
That would be nuts.
And I bet social media, when it becomes like an even greater threat than before, they'll just make advertisements and I don't know, convince the people on Earth that are still there that space is so much better and that their families are having much better lives, and they'll just go to space too, and then they'll see us, we're fucking skeletons in skin, and we'll just say, why do you come here?
Well, did you just see that Virgin Galactic just went public? You can buy stock in it now. That's the first public space transportation where you can take a ride to space.
Oh yeah, remember what was that company called? The one that wanted to basically ride share to space.
Oh yeah,
It was a startup from the New Worlds conference.
I can't remember.
Insider information, everyone.
Yeah, that's why you guys got to go. We're ahead of the curve. We already have a ticket to get off this rock. It's included in the to-go bags.
It was like Sunnyside something or some
Sunnyside. It's like a
some name
retirement
like
home.
Toy Story 3. I forget what the name was. Yeah, trips to space would be like 10 times cheaper. Maybe $1,000 for each person. And basically it's just pack a ton of people into one ship.
It's like a space Uber.
Yeah, that was the premise. Just pack a bunch of people into one ship.
It's like when you order
That's
a pool.
and they won the contest, the startup contest, got this check, talked with these rich entrepreneurs, and they're probably doing well right now. Uh, and this feature I just described, we're gonna look back and say, "Well, we were right."
We were right.
When we start going to space, Blaine, I think I'm just gonna stay.
We're gonna
I'm being honest with you. Like I've said before, corporations ruin everything. They're gonna ruin space travel.
we're gonna keep this podcast going while I'm on Mars and you're on Earth. Discord galactic.
It's gonna turn out that I'm talking to an AI and you're starving.
I'm actually floating in space.
Cold husk. Yeah, count me out. Because I'm not even gonna be able to talk to you because that's not how comms work. When we send messages to our families, and their families are gonna receive bulk crap AI written responses
Oh my god.
that say life is so good.
Life is great. Full stomach today. Love. That's all it's gonna say.
Love.
It's still being fixed, the AI.
Yeah, the AI doesn't comprehend these words. Love.
I can tell you this. I have no desire to go to Mars unless there's a life-threatening situation here.
Yeah, if the Earth was literally crumbling and a supernova was about to destroy us, then maybe I would escape.
Do you know how crazy that would be if you stayed back? It's like, what his name is in Rogue One. Saw Gerrera as the planet's crumbling. Just look out the ship and you're just crushed by a ball of the crust of the Earth.
I don't know though. It'd be a painless death. It'd be like a world nuke.
Oh my god. I guess. Here's a question. What do you think these senators do when they go home to their families after classified briefings like this?
Lock themselves in their rooms.
Cry? I'd have to like decompress. Play the Wii.
Breath of the Wild 2 coming up. Mario Maker 2.
Oh. Never played.
No, but no, that's what Bohemian Grove is for.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's how they decompress.
They just book a flight to California. Hang out with the summer interns at the Grove.
Dude, I really want to intern there. Now that you mention it.
I mean, you can. Call
How
them.
do you even apply for that?
You just call them. Bohemian Grove Society.
Let me Google that right now.
While Jacob's Googling that, everyone, if this podcast somehow ends up in the radio waves of space, and this is the only podcast that an alien could tie humanity to, the one message I would give them is that I think we tried our best.
Jesus Christ.
And we got caught up in time. And we were bounded by our own technology.
I'm held back by the technology of my own generation.
Exactly.
It's Howard Stark.
And
Blaine, we have a phone call to make after this.
you can call them. I think this pretty much covers it. If we don't post next week, it's because we got kidnapped by the Grove. Well, we are currently on every podcasting platform. We are on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and our home of Anchor. And we are also going to be on our website that's linked on our Twitter, so check that out. We got all of our lore on there. But, any closing thoughts, Jacob?
Yeah, I just want to apologize for the pessimistic tangents there. But I will not. I have no regrets.
Well, this has been the Cosmic Closet Podcast. Join us next week as we will hopefully be interviewing a Bigfoot blogger, expert, whatever you call. And we will see you then. Goodbye, everyone. And keep looking to the skies.
Or stay on Earth where it's safe.